Hey everybody, Alex here. We are 2 weeks out from my official book launch. 3 weeks ago, we hit my pre-launch, which was focused around friends, family, community, and I had my book priced at cost price. So as many friends, family, community could get the book into their hands as soon as possible and as cheap as possible, with the goal of getting as many reviews as possible. And we're at 75 reviews, which is humongous, and I'm so excited. My goal is to get to 100 reviews by November 25th, so pretty soon here. And it does take about 72 hours sometimes for a review to go live. And so the earlier the better. If you haven't written a review yet, please do. Please take the time. If you haven't read the whole book or haven't dug in a whole lot, you can always add more or edit it later. But these early reviews are huge, especially for anyone that's actually bought a book. It's a verified purchase review, which is weighted way more than a regular review where you don't buy a book, because Amazon knows everything. So that's the first two phases, was buying a book and then writing a review. This third phase, which is really, really important now that we're heading there, is that on December 2nd, so not a pre-order, but on that date, I'm going to remind you guys too, is that the goal is to get as many ebooks sold as possible on December 2nd. And so an ebook is a Kindle version of the book, and it's going to be $1.99. That's going to be like a super low price, like a pack of a gum price. And that's going to be the price for that ebook for that day. The goal is to get as many of you as possible to buy it on that day. And if we get to over 100 or over 150 even, it's going to give me a bestseller category status in Amazon. And that number one bestseller category is huge. I was almost hitting that, or I got kind of close. Maybe it was like top 5 in the first week or so with actual books. And it was like super hard, especially with only being honed in on friends, family. Many of you have posted on social media, which is awesome. I haven't really done a whole lot of that. I've shared things, but my goal there is to wait till I'm official. So it was to really focus in on, again, friends, family, community. So, and now the official launch is open for everybody. And so tell your family, tell your neighbors, tell everybody that on December 2nd for $1.99, the goal is to buy the ebook and see what happens. And so the surge of reviews early on shows Amazon green lights that like something's happening with this book. A high volume of ebook purchases on December 2nd, my official launch, will also then show another green light. And that's what helps Amazon not bury a book, or a book not to get buried on Amazon with 33 million other books in the US, and to have Amazon actually self-promote it and help market your book rather than it just getting sunk to the ground. And so that's the goal. That's the purpose of a lot of this pre-launch stuff and the launch prep. And so those first 3 phases, again, buy the book. If you haven't yet, please do it. On top of that, also really quick, Amazon pre-prints books. It's always print on demand, but they tend to pre-print books that are doing really well. And so when they do that and the book's not selling as much as their past weeks or so showed, they're going to have extra books on hand, and it might show up as a discount on Amazon. My coach told me about this, and the price of my book, the paperback, went from $9.99 to $11.99, and I just looked, and it's at $10.39 or $10.35 right now. And so that means Amazon's discounting the book, which, again, this will be the lowest price this book will ever be at. And so if you want to get more books or order copies to hand out at Christmas or anything like that, this is a really, really good time to hop on there, like literally right now, and buy them at a discount. What's cool, when Amazon discounts it on their end, it doesn't affect my royalties. Now, the book price isn't at a retail rate yet, and so my royalties aren't very high by any means anyways. And this wasn't like a plan to make a lot of money off friends and family. It's just getting the book out for exposure and social proof. And so, if the actual book takes off into the world and everything, then, hopefully there's some money there. But that's not the plan. It's just to make a difference and get this out there and to share about this crazy thing. And so, again, it's discounted right now. Hop on if you want to get some more. The hardcover's at, I think, $19.99. It'll still even go up from there. And so a good time for that too. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else that I had to say, but I think that was it. Buy a book, write a review. I'm going to inform you guys more about December 2nd when that time's coming. to buy the ebook. And then on top of that, share with friends, family, post things on social media. I'd really appreciate it. And I love it. And I love you guys. If you need anything, text me, call me, email me. I'm here for you. And I appreciate your support. And I wouldn't be here without you guys. And I love you. Last thing, I know I go long on these sometimes. And I just finished my audiobook. It's getting edited right now, but I spent the last 6 days locked down going through my whole audiobook. And so that was thrilling and exhausting and emotional. And even going through the audiobook, I teared up at least once every chapter. And so it was a very interesting thing to go through. And it was fun and tough. And, I think the book might take, 7 to 8 hours to read, and I probably doubled the time or more with the actual time at recording because of just mess ups and things like that. If you guys want to know anything about my book process and all this, and even audiobook recording that I just did, because it's super interesting, hit me up. I want to talk about it. I want to share, especially if you're interested in doing your own book. And so, yeah, love you guys. I'm here for you. And you're obviously here for me, and I appreciate it. December 2nd is that next day, the next ebook goal. So put it in your calendars. I'll remind you. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. If you need anything, again, reach out. Love you. See ya.